Good morning, you guys, and welcome to my New Year's Eve vlog. Woo, 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 woo. It's been a minute since I've vlogged. Well, not that long as Vlogmas, but it's weird taking a break from vlogging every day. But I'm glad to be back. Don't worry, the vlogs are definitely gonna remain consistent. Both me and Michelle have no plans to stop vlogging, and we also have plans to introduce some other content to the channel this year, so stay tuned for that. Be exciting, be exciting. Right now, I'm just making myself some breakfast. I'm having some bacon and some scrambled egg on toast. Hold on, this bacon is just like really delicate. Cause you know that I'm delicate. That's the bacon singing that song. I'm gonna have a pretty relaxed New Year's Eve, but I mostly wanted to create this vlog for what's gonna be at the end, which is gonna be a reflection of my 2018 and then what I planned for the year ahead, 2019. So I guess kind of like New Year's resolution-y things, basically just my thoughts on the past and going forward, and you guys have been along for a lot of that, so maybe it's something you want to watch. So that'll be at the end, so stay tuned for that. Hi guys, so I'm in the kitchen still, but now I'm not cooking breakfast, I am baking. So what I'm doing right now is that I am making some cupcakes because I am going up to Hudson's parents' house today for New Year's Eve, and so I want to bring something because I am of the philosophy that you should never go anywhere new empty-handed. But anyway, I'm making Hostess cupcakes, or essentially Hostess cupcakes except made from scratch. So I'm making a chocolate cake and then a homemade from scratch marshmallow fluff filling and then a chocolate ganache on top, and then I'm going to do probably a white icing to pipe the little swirls. I am going to literally bake my booty off today. So fun fact, Hudson is allergic to eggs and peanuts and tree nuts and avocado and kiwi and cats. But when it comes to baking, the egg allergy can make things a little tricky. But I know my stuff. And I've been baking for a long time, so I have a lot of recipes stashed away that just happen to not have any eggs in them. This is one of them. So usually for the marshmallow fluff filling, I would use like a tub of marshmallow fluff, but that has egg white. But regular marshmallows don't have egg white. Instead of using the marshmallow fluff from a tub, I'm gonna make some by hand, which is just kind of a fun challenge. So yeah, would you guys be interested in seeing more recipe stuff and having me do bake with me videos? Because that's something that I've been thinking of a lot lately, and I would love to like do a little like cooking show with you guys and kind of teach you how I bake. I'd like to think that I'm quite good at it, but that's just me. About that, also, fun fact, I'm starting a Whole30 on the 2nd. So if you guys want to see Whole30 cook with me's and recipe idea videos, or I don't know, anything like that, also let me know. But yeah, I'm gonna just get started on this stuff over here. Yeah. This is just my go-to chocolate cake recipe. You guys watched the holiday gift exchange vlog a while back. This is the same chocolate cake that I made in that video. It just happens to have no eggs. It happens to be vegan, and it's the cake I've been eating all my life, essentially, for birthdays and stuff. It is the best cake recipe. A homemade eggless marshmallow fluff. I am so excited. I am so pleased. So pleased with that. I'm getting a little crunched on time, but let's go. I just finished filling my cupcake.
A coconut cream.
And now I'm gonna make a ganache. So here we go.
I'm doing that sort of like semi-naked cake. I love naked cake. I think it's really cool. This isn't looking pretty. It's broke.
Fingers crossed. I have 45 minutes. Alright, so my cupcakes are done. I need to add some swivels on top once the ganache is set. So right now I'm getting ready so I don't look like a monster. Hudson's coming over here first for a little bit. I think we're gonna maybe get some food, hopefully. I'm starving. And then we're gonna watch some movies and then just head up after a while because his parents have quite the New Year's itinerary, so they're not gonna be back to their house until a little later. So yep, that's what the night is looking like. I'll give you guys a little bit of an update when I look. Nice. Hey guys, so I just finished getting ready, and Hudson should be here any second. So basically that's That's the end of the story. So Loki kind of lied because Hudson couldn't find his keys, and so he is very, very late. That is 36 minutes. I am frosting cupcakes because he's not here, so it's time to take advantage of some time. So these are my Fostis cupcakes. Yep, they look all right. They're kind of wonky. This one's beautiful. I wish all of them looked like that. Yeah, so that's what I'm working on right now. I'm currently almost done with the Great British Baking Show, season 6, episode 9. So, you know, I've been having a grand old time. I want to be honest with you guys for just like a really hot sec. And it's that I'm feeling really anxious today. I've been having some issues with anxiety recently because I've been back on the pill now for like 12 days or something like that. And yeah, it's just, whew, if you guys remember last time I was on the pill, I didn't do very well, and I ended up getting off it because I was having suicidal thoughts. I'm back on it just because my my health center at my university where I've been looking to get an IUD is closed because of winter break. So I made the decision to get back on the pill until I can get my IUD. But it's really rough. It's really rough, and like it's really hard. It sucks. Okay, it's garbage. I'm trying, but like, whew, it's a toughie. It's a tough. I just feel like so. I feel so. It just feels like someone's squeezing on my sternum. Cute. Hey.
Hi. Aline, I look amazing.
Oh, send me a pic. Send me a pic.
Can I FaceTime you?
Sure.
Just really quick.
Yeah.
This is my face.
I can't wait. Hold on. I can't see you. Oh my God, you look so good.
And fucking laser.
Michelle, your boob. You look amazing.
This is my outfit.
Oh, so you look insane. And by insane, I just mean good. Hi guys, update time. So Hudson finally got here after a moment.
About an hour.
But it's all right. He has his keys now. I know you all were very worried. But we also went on the hunt for food, and a lot of places are closed. So our first attempt went awry because holidays. But our second attempt was a winner. So what did you get?
I got chicken teriyaki rice bowl.
That looks good.
It's really tasty.
I've never had a rice
I'm
bowl from
very
there, but I've
excited
always done the noodles. But that
See, I
you
can't
might.
eat the noodles, so I've always only done the rice bowl.
I had to talk about your allergies today while I was baking, so they are now aware.
So people are caught up.
Yeah.
Good.
And then I got a beef and veggie noodle bowl, and now we're about to finish the Devil Wears Prada because we started that last time we hung out, but we need to finish it now. Okay.
Yes.
We can do it. Yep. Go.
Yes.
Hi guys, and happy New Year, happy 2019. I hope you guys, your year's off to a great start. Hope that's a thing. Our New Year's Eve was super low key. After we watched The Devil Wears Prada, we watched August Osage County because that's what he's in this next semester. Because fun fact, we're both acting students. Who are you playing in that?
I play Steve Heidebrecht. Who's kind of a. He's an outsider character. I'll call him that. he's the kind of the rich asshole.
What a treat.
After seeing the show yesterday, I had my reservations, but I think it's gonna. He's a great character just mechanically in the show. The role that he plays, it's a blast. I like it. What do you play, Aline? Do they know already?
They already know what I play. I already told them how I'm going to be squeaky.
Great role.
Thank you.
Very good role.
I got it myself. But anyway, so then we watched that. It was such a downer.
Oh my god.
Like it was a
really was.
real depressing time. I was like, New Year's Eve, dude. And then we had to watch a woman suffer with an addiction to pills, and like family just fall apart, and that was cool. But you know,
and that was it.
To
like,
each his
there was
own.
no, like I don't know. I always remembered August Osage County as funnier than that was. I'm sorry, that wasn't a productive statement.
I chuckled, you know.
There's funny moments, right?
But it's
definitely
not a fun,
comedy.
it's not, no.
It's not a funny...
It's not like a family comedy, dramedy
it's
situation.
Really, some of the best acting I've ever seen. Catfish scene, oh my
That catfish
God.
scene was very, very good. So good. Julia Roberts did
just out
so
of nowhere.
good.
What the hell?
I don't understand, because the thing is, I've seen her do good stuff. I know that she won an Oscar for Erin Brockovich, but have you actually seen Erin Brockovich? Because it's like it's not that amazing.
I've never
in terms
seen
of acting.
Julia Roberts in something that was like a seriously like meaty role like this, and she fucking killed it. It was unbelievable.
So good. We also had noodles. Oh wait, you saw the noodles. Never mind. We had the noodles though.
Yeah.
We ate them. And then we went over to Hudson's parents' home, and they played music, and we chatted and had some charcuterie, and it was a good time. And then that's it, and that was basically the night. Now it is the morning, and everywhere is closed. Everywhere is closed. Everywhere is closed.
All of it.
And I wanted a pastry, and there is like nowhere because everywhere is closed.
So we've gone to the grocery store.
So we've gone to the grocery store, which I call Albertsons, but Hudson, the douche, calls it
Albies.
because that's.
I don't see how that's douchey. I see that as efficient.
Dun 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 dun.
I'm gonna go get some soup.
You want soup?
I want like some soup because it's
Cold.
super cold. 15 degrees. You should put a graphic right there. It says 15 degrees. Do you have that kind of ability?
I do have that kind of ability. What a demanding
cold
guest
outside.
star.
I hope you put it like right here.
In rebellion,
Yeah,
just to spite you.
yeah, because it's really cold. And I want like some bacon, chowdery.
That doesn't sound that. Can I have some too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Check it. Blueberry.
Check it. Like something.
So many options.
But see, I don't know if there's like a bacon one that I can eat. Like I want like. What does clam chowder taste like?
I love clam chowder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can eat. Oh, what is this? This is like what I'm talking about.
That is super good.
Okay, well, let's get to it. And it's light.
Yeah, so we're
just talking.
starting the new year.
Feeling good about my body these days. They need a lot of light progresso.
Do you like the bag?
No, I can just carry him. Thank you.
No phone number 2?
No phone number. Thank you.
How was your day so far?
It's good. How's your 2019 so far?
Good.
Is this a beginning coming from an end? Are you just a lover, or are you also a friend? Can something so broken be mended in a day it's shining and new? I trust what I'm feeling. Can I be
What course do you have for the...
So that's a D, I believe, or is it a G?
Play it again.
Is it D or G?
D.
I thought hard.
That's a G.
Okay.
Belonging, I thought hard.
And then that's an E.
Oh.
What could make me?
Let's try that again. So.
I thought hard.
I think it's totally doable. I like what you're doing. I think it's good. Let's try it again. I just wanna, cause I'm still.
Yeah. I didn't even bring you chords, friend. You're doing fine.
There is one thing I must confess. Only you can cure my loneliness.
What if we played something like the only you can? Like
Yeah.
Only you can cure my loneliness.
That might be something.
Only you can cure my loneliness.
There's something. I'm getting close. I really like what you've written. I think that there's a mystery chord that we're missing.
I agree.
Only you can cure my loneliness.
I'll do that. Okay. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
I felt longing. I thought hard of what could make me drop my guard, and there is one thing I must confess: only you can cure my loneliness.
We've got some curls today, children. Also, a baby stain. Please ignore the baby stain. Thank you. So, hello. This is that 2018 year in review that I was talking about at the beginning of the video, and basically talking about what is to come in the year ahead. So, I wanted to take this moment with you all. I don't know, me and Michelle have seen some crazy growth on this channel this year. So first off, I wanted to thank you guys for joining me and Michelle on this crazy thing we call life, and for supporting us and caring about us. What a concept. We appreciate it, and we talk about it all the time, how you guys have really just blown us away this year, and it's been so cool to see this little corner of the internet grow in the way it has this year, and we are so excited. We love sharing and memorializing our lives here on Michelle and Aline, so thank you for that. I want to say that as a whole, this year has been really good, and I think I can safely say that I spent the majority of this year mentally ill in some way, but I think the cloud has kind of lifted, and I feel like a better, stronger, more capable version of myself now after all the stuff that this year has thrown on me, because I think that this year as a whole has been a real lesson and a real opportunity for growth, just because it's been so challenging in so many different ways. I mean, I started off this year really depressed. I think you guys might remember that, or if you don't, that's fine. But I was very depressed. That depression lasted until me and Michelle went to New York for the first time together. I had been before, that was my first time going with Michelle, first time going with my family, and that trip was everything that I needed it to be. And that's when I made my decision to look into graduating early from college so that I could go to New York as fast as possible, because that's when it was really affirmed to me that that's where I wanted and needed to be. So I made that crazy decision, and I came back and did American Idiot. Up until that point, I had never been in that kind of situation performatively where I felt so pushed and so eager to rise to occasion, but also I was dealing with a lot of anxieties of just not being good enough, not being where I wanted to be. But I think finally, within the last week of performances, I got what I wanted, and I learned a lot about how to tackle a role, how to have faith in yourself, and what it feels like when you know you've got it, and you did it right, and you did it good. Finished up the year, made the decision to go to New York for the summer to move with Michelle and take my summer intensive a year early, because originally I had planned on taking actor therapy summer of 2019, and again, that fear of not being good enough just slipped in the cracks, and that was spooky as fuck. Saved money, packed my bags, went with Michelle, moved into her apartment, which we didn't even know was gonna be her apartment at the time because we were just subletting the place, and explored New York. But the anticipation of Michelle leaving, some personal stuff, and then also being on the pill for the first time, I was very mentally rocky. And then having to leave my hometown, be in a completely new place, on my own, without my parents. My sister would be gone for like, 8 hours a day? Or sometimes 9, 10, and suddenly I felt like I had all of this time, and I constantly felt super unproductive with my time in New York. But I was also so overwhelmed by the city that I felt frozen, honestly, a lot of the time. And I did have a job too, but it wasn't enough to make me feel productive. But then I got into my intensive. I cannot express how important those 2 weeks were to my development as performer, but also as a person, because I was working harder than I had ever worked in my entire life. I also got to meet Ryan Scott Oliver and Lindsay Mendez, who is one of the people I look up to most in this industry. Yeah, so the first half of my New York trip was kind of rough, but the second half was so good. I don't know, having a little life there, that was really hard to leave, which brings me to the other phase of like real bad depression that I came into, was when I had to leave Michelle and I had to come back here. I truly had no idea. I knew that we were codependent, but I had no idea how much of myself was her until I could no longer be around her all the time. And suddenly, it hit me like a ton of bricks. And I was like, whoa, I have no idea who I am. I'm the youngest, and I think it became very, very evident when we were apart for the first time that I was the youngest, because suddenly I realized how many times I looked for her for reassurance that I was living my life right, and suddenly I couldn't. And I mean it could, but it was less available and also healthy for me to learn how to do that stuff on my own. I remember my friend Sage told me one day when I was having a little bit of a meltdown, I didn't know what I was doing. She told me, Aline, try to think less of your life in terms of mistakes. Think of them as experiences. And that's really been pivotal in me on how I approach my life and how I learned how to give myself grace for the times I didn't think I was living up to my expectations and those around me. That's basically what I learned. And it took a while. And it took a while of being here and being without Michelle to really truly feel at home again. It was so odd to be in my house and not feel at home, because home can truly be a person, and for me it's 100% my sister. But also in some way I've learned how to become my own home in some respects, because I feel a lot more comfortable in my skin and in my mind. For that, I'm really incredibly grateful for our time apart. Oh, and then I got into White Christmas, which was really exciting, and I got to do a show with all of my friends, and then some other stuff in my personal life was like blah 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 blah, but then I had this show with these people that I just loved. And I'm not gonna lie, White Christmas isn't necessarily like the show that I would pick for myself, like gung ho could do this all my life. I couldn't. It's really old and kind of surface level, but I was putting on a show with my friends. I think in November is when I really learned how to stand on my own 2 feet and how to make myself comfortable and how to self-soothe and how to really appreciate where I'm at and not want to fast forward life. This year has been crazy. It feels really short, but it also feels really, really long, because there's been so many distinct moments and so many distinct colors. Definitely wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I don't know if I accomplished any of the New Year's resolutions that I like set at the beginning of this year, but I'm a better person now, and I think that's the most important resolution to have, you know, that you're moving forward, and at the end of the day you can be like, I learned, you know? So yeah, the year ahead is crazy. I know that I'm gonna end 2019 in a much different place than I'm beginning 2019, and that's insane. I'm excited. I'm so scared, but I'm excited. I know it's probably gonna be really, really hard, but I think this year has taught me that there are gonna be levels, you know? What goes up must come down, right? Nothing's gonna be perfect forever. I used to think that I was gonna reach this point of self-actualization and then life was gonna be dandy from there on out, but turns out not so much. Whether or not I want to set resolutions is kind of tricky to me, because I know this year is gonna be insane, and I'm like, oh, you know what? Baby girl, just like get through. First, I'm gonna have summer work somewhere that isn't Missoula and isn't New York City, and then I'm gonna move to New York City. And I'm not gonna come back here to live ever again. Be nice to me, 2019, like take it easy. I'm sure you won't, so I hope you guys like this little 2018 capsule thing. I didn't think it was too boring. I tried not to talk too much. I hope you guys are having the best start of the year. I'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah, bye.